Hello everyone, Win here on a Wednesday evening with some weather headlines. Now we have two winter storms to talk about in the forecast over the next 5 days or so. And they will provide, both of them, some sizable snow totals across the North Country. We really got some of that melting the other day, and it will be good to get some of that snow back up by the ski resorts. Regardless, everywhere, we are going to see an Arctic blast following both of those storms. One on Friday, and then an even stronger one behind storm number 2. And I think a lot of us will actually dip below zero for the first time of the year overnight early next week. Now here's the timeline for storm number 1, which is going to start tonight and go into tomorrow morning. Now taking a look here, precip starts to fill in at around 4, 5, 6 o'clock across much of our area here. There's a lot of low-level moisture, so it's going to have no time at all sticking and accumulating right from the start here. But as you can see, there is going to be a sharp line, I think, between some light rain and drizzle to the south and east and some heavy snow up to the north and west. And I think that line is probably up along 495 and then up 95 Seacoast, New Hampshire, and up into southern coastal Maine. That 495 and 95 corridor is probably going to be that dividing line. And that continues there for much of the morning commute. But look at Massachusetts as we head into 10, 11, 12 o'clock p.m. on Thursday afternoon. It's pretty much done. However, up in the North Country, it's a different story. Those darker blues are indicating some of those snowfall rates at around 1 to 1.5 inches an hour. And that could throw down some snow really quickly, especially along coastal Maine and up into some of the whites and green mountains as well, where we get some terrain and ocean enhancement from that snow. Now, this storm eventually does pull away, strengthening as it does so, and it'll probably throw a few snow showers and squalls back our way by the time it wraps out of here, and colder air, much colder air, comes to follow. Now taking a look at some of our snowfall amounts for Storm 1, and they're pretty impressive across the whites, the greens, and I think into central and parts of mid-coast Maine. That's where I think we're going to see some of that enhancement as the storm starts to strengthen. 5 to 7 in those purple bullseyes there. Dark blue shade, including Portland, Maine, up into Lewiston, Maine, and then much of Vermont and New Hampshire as well. 3 up to about 5 inches of snow, and then 1 to 3 for south coastal Maine, and then a line between Manchester and Lowell. And then to the south and east of there, it's probably a sloppy coating that gets washed away, and really nothing south and east of Boston. Now Friday looks like a really cold day. Highs probably in the teens up north, low 20s south and coast. But we have another storm system that's going to be working in along with that cold air. And it could produce some more significant snow. This one might even be a little bit more widespread, bringing snow to everyone, at least to start, before changing over probably to some mist and drizzle for southern and coastal zones before winding down. Now, this storm isn't looking as impressive as it was a couple of days ago, but there is still potential for plowable snowfall, especially across the lakes region of our area. And by the way, behind this storm, our temperatures are going to plummet again, and that's when we start to get into that Arctic air for the next few days. But storm-free after Sunday. Win out.